Hey, yo, B, what's going on, everybody out there? Mr. Sandman shot it back in real quick on the Council Roundtable, episode 31. Um, just give me a second, y'all. I'm dealing with a little something right now, a little technical difficulties. So, in the meantime, in between time, why don't y'all listen to The Human Hand Grenade by yours truly? All right? Give me one second. Just going to do some technical difficulties. I'm going to play this, and I'll be right back. Let me go. Claws on my knuckles, then you act a like shut up. Back to some time when you get no shut up. Black goes to follow with who no better. My acerine melts through umbrellas. That means there's no escape. The right to zip in your face. I got explosives in the same. I beat my chips like an 8. Identity plus summer weapon. Spit that venom, that's rough like denim. I hope they keep us going gladiators to the core. Rappers make me what? Put your ass right through a well. I'm a technician when it comes to their mission. Got those other rappers prison and it's sticking out their bridges. Never lose vision when it comes to the bag. Have a yellow cat crash right in your lab. Got the 7 Texas riot on the spare tire. Feel the explosion burn from fire. I'm a loser when I tell that nigga turn it up. Nobody in here have an empty cup. Better run and escape your old grave. I'm a human hand grenade all day. I'm a human hand grenade all day. I'm a human hand grenade all day. Better run and escape and go break. Cause I'm a human hand grenade all day. Like the movie Speed, call me Dennis Hopper. I'm a saboteur, I'm the mad bomber. Got a word call so the numbers got commas. You is my shooter, you straight cocker. Eating lobster in the Bahamas, a top shocker. Spitting every different position is proper. Every dog's gonna have his day. Your caliber second rate. Spit balls in second grade. The pen never separate from my bloody fingers. You whip them when I deliver. Beat you with my slipper and toss you to wood chippers. You with the fuckery, that's why you keep ducking me. When I appear, your stomach get bubbly. You wild fool, go on, call your seat now. After the fatality, go and eat seafood. That's how I celebrate. Put your name on my plate. You stay a female, please. Use a mistake. I'm a loser when I tell that nigga turn it up. Nobody in here have an empty cup. Better run and escape and go pray. I'm a human hand grenade all day. I'm a human hand grenade all day. I'm a human hand grenade all day. Better run and escape and go pray. Cause I'm a human hand grenade all day. I roll through your block cause I'm hella hot. I told you the massacre will never stop. To the chicken spot, you know I eat a lot. With the microphone, I mash out the ox. I'm a loser when I tell that nigga turn it up. Nobody in here have an empty cup. Better run and escape your old grave. I'm a human hand grenade all day. I'm a human hand grenade all day. I'm a human hand grenade all day. Better run and escape and go break. Cause I'm a human hand grenade all day. Yo. 1, 2. With the blood clot. Hope I sound crisp, man. I hope I sound crisp, man. Crispy. Hold on, wait. Like I said, I was gonna do a little technical difficulties. I'm still working on it right now, but fuck it. You know how it is. I'm in the middle of upgrading everything, so it's gonna be a little trial and error here and there. But like I said, it's episode 31 of the Council Roundtable. 31 episodes, B, and I'm loving it. It may not have a lot of following. People coming through here and there. Even though there's do be some people coming through, but it's not like a big abundance. Not yet. As of right now, it's for people that just a handful of people that want to come through and talk about the old fashioned wrestling, and it could be up to date also. But you know, I just love doing this. I love chopping it up when it comes to my dude Tove, my dude, all of y'all motherfuckers, my dude Nate, my dude. Hold on, give me a second. Like I said, I'm going to technical difficulties, so y'all give me a second. Yeah, but shots go out to Scott too for joining the council. Let me know how I sound in the chat. Wait, hold on, somebody hit me up. Hold on, give me a second. Make sure I sound good in the chat. Let me know how I'm sounding in the shit. But anyways, let me get to the subject at hand, the matter at hand. Let me get to the motherfucking appetizer before we get to the main course, aka the main event. You know, I know everybody knows about this shit with this motherfucker, Jeff Hardy by now, for y'all wrestling fans, right? And for those out there that didn't see my video, make sure y'all check it out. I'm gonna play it here too, but make sure if you got the time, you can check that shit out also on the Sandman channel, also, aka the Council Roundtable, right? So the latest I heard is that this dude is suspended, and they were saying that he could eventually come back. No, fuck that. Why don't he just be suspended indefinitely? Did you ever think of that? Like Tony Khan, like my dude. We all know why you was sitting there saying that you want him to be only suspended, not suspended indefinitely, because you want to see the Hardy Boys win the tag team belts of AEW. And that's like, no, it's not necessary. This motherfucker needs to win the champion of sobriety. Jeff Hardy needs to go sit his ass down somewhere. And let's really be real. A lot of people fucked with Jeff Hardy from before. I never fucked with Jeff Hardy. I thought Jeff Hardy was a fucking crackhead, coke fiend, whatever. And I was just playing around. Come to figure out, I was actually right. And I was even trying to be right. That's the funny thing about it. Like, damn, like I was actually right, but like it is what it is. He's actually a substance abuser, so to speak. Right? And then now, fast forward, you know what I'm saying? He's doing shit like this. Getting behind a wheel, a, a steering wheel. Knowing demo, he's intoxicated when it comes to like alcohol, maybe pills. Most definitely alcohol because he failed the breathalyzer. And it's like, yo, my dude, what the fuck are you doing? You got Lyft, you got Uber, you got a cab, you got friends, you got your wife. Shit, you was better off having one of your kids come escort you. My dude LP. LP, what's going on, my guy? If you wanna pull up, the link is right above you if you wanna pull up. And for those hip hop fans out there, make sure y'all hit my dude up. He's on all streaming platforms. My dude LeBron Pierce, aka LP. My dude right there. But going back to what I was saying, right? This dude, he just needs to just wrap it up. And Matt too, to say the truth. Like, both of them need to just go the fuck home. Like, if anything, I would have Matt as a backstage presence, to build up a tag team when it comes to charisma, when it comes to the high flying, no fair type of shit. I'll have him doing something like that because, as everybody can see, Matt Hardy is definitely a visionary. He definitely comes up with ideas. Jeff Hardy, he's a visionary also. He does. He does his music. I never really heard much of his music. I some here and there, I heard some shit here and there, and it didn't sound too bad. It didn't sound too bad, and oh shit, somebody's in. I now show your face real quick, and I'll let you up because this is a new person right here. This is a new person. I'm not gonna say your name backstage, but show your face, and I can only see your face. Whoever's backstage, I can only see your face. Nobody's gonna see your face, and then after you show me your face, you can turn your camera off, and I'll bring you on the panel because there's a lot of motherfucking trolls out here that be on their bullshit. See, look, not a see, motherfuckers is playing games. What the fuck? What the fuck is this? This is new. See, now you gotta get up out of here. Get out of here, baby. Cause not a see. I don't know if y'all motherfuckers like. All right, we all have our trolls, right? And they come backstage. Okay. I got you. Okay, I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you, my dude. Yeah, because sometimes people will just leave, what may have you, but it was never a point where you see that avatar, just the whole avatar turn completely white. You can hear me, right?
Oh,
Yo.
oh,
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
upstairs.
LP, all you gotta do is hit that link. I'm gonna drop it again, all right? I'm gonna drop it again. Nate.
Hey, what's up, man?
Can you hear
Who's
me?
Nate? This is Jeff the drunk, man. I was doing a swanton when the cops pulled me over the other day. I had two fireballs.
You did a
I had,
swanton bomb in a pool full of beer.
I had two fireballs, and the cops drew their guns on me. I'm a drunk.
Shit. And you are. And here's the thing you gotta think about, Jeff. Like, you got kids that love you. You got a wife that love you. You don't want to sit there and drink yourself to death, and then your wife end up sucking the next dude's cock.
I know, man. I wanted to be a lawyer when I grew up, but I could never pass the bar because I'm an alcoholic.
Yeah, you can never pass the bar. That was a good one. I like that. LP.
Yo, what's the deal, my guy?
What's going on? Welcome to the Roundtable, man. Glad for you to be here.
Man, appreciate you having me, bro.
Yeah, so I'm over here talking about this crumb ass bum, Jeff Hardly.
Oh
Jeff Hardly
man.
ever sober.
Oh man. Oh
Thoughts,
man.
your thoughts, sir.
But you know what though? Like, it's because like he's been taking a lot of painkillers because he's been taking high risk bumps, like
Yeah,
ridiculously bumps. And that's why he's been taking all these drugs and shit. And not to realize that's gonna affect his life. You know, it's just an unfortunate situation because it happened um back in 2003 when he got released the first time, and then I'm surprised Impact didn't even stop him from that. But because in 2011, I believe
yeah.
he was drunk. He was drunk because he was in a title match with him versus Sting, and I
Yeah,
believe that was Genesis.
Victory Road, Bound for Glory. Which one was
Victory
it?
Road. I think it was Genesis or Victory Road, one of those two. And then
Victory Road.
yeah,
Me and
I think it's
Sting.
Victory Road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet
But
you caught the thing from that tequila shot.
but I blame
Yeah.
AEW when they were hiring me because when I put my reference down, I put Jack Daniels, Jim Beam, and Captain Morgan as references, and they didn't catch on. They should have knew I was a drunk right there. You know,
Tell you. You about to be the equivalent of Sonny, aka
Sonny.
Bummy.
Yeah. How about we make a porn together? Sunny Days and Hardy's ass. Yeah, that's cool. Me and Sonny.
I actually seen the porn floating around. I didn't even know she did. Excuse me. I didn't even know she did that.
Yeah, she got dirty feet, man. She didn't wash her feet, probably her ass
What?
too.
Yo. I was like, yo, what?
uh,
I didn't even know she. I knew she was a comeback, but it's like, yo, I didn't know she actually was in prawn.
Yeah, yeah.
wow.
Yo, it was
Back,
like,
back.
yo, damn, shorty, like, you gotta get your money how you can. You gotta pay your bills, but it's just such a. Can you say it's a fall from grace? I guess no, hell no.
Mm, man.
You should have seen it. One day I I was snorting some pills, and Sonny was blowing Sabu and Rob Van Dam. I'm telling you, man. Sonny was hardcore.
Yeah,
Back, back.
she probably stuck a fucking sipping straw of Sabu's ass crack with the pills.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, how
I
am I
was doing
sounding?
this.
Test it
I
one
was
two.
doing
Test it one two. How am I sounding?
good. I
You
was doing
sound good, yeah.
The Sabu when he pointed to the
I'm good,
sky.
LB.
That's what I was
I'm
doing.
good.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
You sound good.
Okay. Thank you. Okay.
Dude, you see me did you see me on that TMZ video? I couldn't walk fucking straight, man. I was so fucking drunk, man. I was fucked up.
That shit is sad. Oh fuck. This shit's acting real stupid.
It was like 12 o'clock in the afternoon. I thought it was in the morning. I was so fucked up. I didn't know what day of the week it was. The cop asked me, he goes, what day is it? I said it was July 4th, 1776. We're fighting the English. The British are coming.
Shit. I'm surprised you didn't say dinner.
1492, Columbus sailed the ocean blue. That's what I told officer.
Mm-mm. Shit, but it's just sad, man. Like this dude is selfish. He really is. I understand people got their own problems and stuff like that, right? But it's like, yo, my dude, if you know you're gonna want to drink, you want to have fun or whatever, right? We all drink. Like I said in the video that I uploaded right before this live, we all like to indulge. Whoever does, you know, liquor, booze, beer, whatever. You have your
Yep.
drug. Everybody have their vices. Just be responsible about this shit. You know what I'm saying? Especially if
Yeah.
you're a motherfucker like Jeff Hartley is ever smart.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you know, you got mad people to call. Like, my dude, you can even have a fucking jet come link up with you. You're Jeff Hardy. You can be like, you know what? I don't feel like driving home. I have a helicopter come pick me up at the bar. My dude, you a millionaire. Shit, probably. No, he probably drunk all that shit up too. That nigga probably a thousandaire now after all the drugs he been doing.
I think it's gonna be a wake up call. It's gonna take someone to kill somebody on the road to wake somebody up. But you think it would have did with Sonny. You think it would have did it with Sonny. She killed somebody, but no.
And that's fucking ridiculous. It shouldn't have to. That was ridiculous. They had to come to that when they came to that fucking stupid ass bitch. She killed somebody because these dudes is acting negligent.
Yeah.
Their court system.
It wasn't like 1 or 2 drinks. She was what, 0.3, like 3-4 times the legal limit. What the fuck?
She was hammered.
Jesus Christ!
Come on, man. Like that's not cool.
No.
Because we all got loved ones. They could be driving too, or they could be walking across the street. You don't want to get that phone call like, oh, you know, I'm sorry to tell you your loved one got hit by a drunk driver.
Yep.
What?
That's hella.
That'll make you want to go to jail too.
No. Well, I told you that story about the guy that killed the girl. She was like her 18th birthday. So instead of sending the guy to jail, every week the guy had to send $1, a check for $1 for 18 years, or he would go to jail. I like that. It's a constant reminder of what you did. You know, that's a good punishment. But
It
I
should
don't
have
know.
been a punch to the face.
Well, that too. Yeah, he should get his ass kicked
Yeah.
too. That's the point. You know, no, especially nowadays with Ubers and Lyfts, there's no excuse.
Exactly. Like, come on, man. Like, if you don't give a fuck about your life, that's on you. You can just, jump off a volcano before we care.
But don't take somebody else's life.
Yeah.
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 You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like, and that's why I definitely can't care for a dude like Jeff Hardy if I feel that Chris Benoit's a piece of shit. Because it's like he's already heading down that path.
Yeah.
No fuck, man. Like, and I also have got some new information when it comes to Jeff Hardy. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna play that shit too a little later. But in the meantime, between time, I got my guy right there.
Kenny.
The toaster. If you don't mind me calling you that, no disrespect.
No, that's cool.
What's going on, my dude? How you feeling?
Yeah, that was me when I woke up and I got another text of another DUI. Like, another one? And I just go right back to sleep.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, that pic looked like this dude Kenny Omega was like, Kirby, not again.
Oh shit!
I like that Money in the Bank picture with him and Uso, Jeff and Uso. There we go.
So I ain't gonna lie, I was gonna ask, like, I might end up using that shit for the cover.
Use
photo.
it.
Yeah.
Okay. It's funny.
Say no more.
I was fucking laughing my ass off when I saw it. I had to steal it. So I gotta send this. I gotta share it. Fucking Uso's face, man. He looks like he's burnt, man. He's like burnt. Toast and almond bar. Ice cream.
Website, what's going on? You can pull up too, website if you want to talk about the old fashioned wrestling. Everyone is welcome, man.
Yeah, what is she, like Asian or something? I can't tell. A small bitch.
She might be Indian or something.
Hawaiian or something.
Website, yeah.
Yeah, it's all cool.
Yeah, I was telling Sam, man, the other day, there's a lot of female fans out there. It's just a lot of guys act like weirdos. So they stay away.
Exactly. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
out
Like,
there.
you're not on that type of time. You want to talk about, wrestling, come through. We can talk about wrestling. Like, we're not going to sit there and be like, oh my God, you look so beautiful. Like, relax.
Oh God.
Yeah, we're not gonna be like little boy blue in the corner.
Oh,
Oh,
Filipino.
she's Filipino.
Nice.
Filipino.
Right?
Oh, there
Shouts
we go.
out to the Philippines.
Hey.
Filipino.
Right?
Isn't Batista Filipino?
I think
He's
so.
something like that.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. Yeah.
Look at him there.
Batista. I always liked his name. It's a cool name.
Batista.
Batista. Yeah.
And they
Especially
got the
with
big back.
entrance. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, his entrance, I used to love that shit because who the fuck could squat all the way down like that and do the machine down like
Yeah.
I like when
Yeah.
the douchebag
I
guy
like-
running on the screen.
I liked his entrance at WrestleMania 23 when he fought Taker, where he like went to like each side and did a little machine gun thing, like it was at a fucking rock concert. That was cool. That was a good
Really?
match. That was a good match.
Yeah.
All right, shouts go out to my dude Guy. You know what I'm saying? Remember I told y'all about Guy. If y'all want to grow y'all channel, you know what I'm saying, go to Guy, man. That's the guy right there. Real cool dude.
Cool.
So yeah, man. You just pulled up Tove, and you already know I don't give a fuck about this dude Jeff Hardy, and I'm gonna keep throwing rocks at his fucking head. You know, and like fuck that dude. I think he's a piece of shit. I never was a big fan of Jeff Hardy in the first place. I understood, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to Jeff Hardy, because he does put his body on the line, which a lot of motherfuckers wouldn't do. I give him that. But, he was not a wrestler. He was just a glorified coke fiend when it comes to me. Like he had his time, and he had his time, like especially when he had beef with Randy Orton, and I think they had that match at Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was 2009, I believe. Yeah.
I think that was like his hottest. And not only that time, the time when he was in Immortal. When he was in Immortal, I think that was like his best time, especially that Immortal shit. Like what he came through, you know what I'm saying? He was smoking up the rolled up on the joints, and he had the belt over his shoulder. He was wearing the suits that had his shirt hanging out his pants. Was it the charismatic Enigma? I think it was.
He was as a face. He was the charismatic Enigma. As a heel, he was the Antichrist of professional wrestling.
Antichrist, yeah. The
That's a
Antichrist.
cool name.
The Antichrist shit was fire. A lot of people don't give it too much credit because of course, he was an Impact.
Now, what happened was it was great, but he fucked up just like he did again. He fucked up.
He fucked up, but before then, he was putting in work on Immortal.
He wasn't really doing it that long either. It was kind of like Hollywood Rock. He was only doing it for a couple of months, and then the Victory Road shit happened, and that was it. They killed it.
That's what it was.
And that was crazy because that was 2011, and it's 2022. It's been over 10 years. That's 10 years is a long time, man. Like, do you know how many people? Like, I'm not trying to be depressing or anything. Like, do you know how many people are like dead that were like are alive, not just in wrestling, but just like in life? There's people I know that like have kids now that weren't alive in 2011. Like 10 years, man. I was in fucking school then. I was a college student back then, and it's been 10 years later, and he's still fucking up. Now I don't have any kids, but I have some friends who do have kids, and the thing they've always told me is that when they hold their child for the first time, it's a very humbling experience because it's like you realize at that moment it's not your life anymore, it's their life. So my thing is, if for the sake of argument, if I was an addict and if I couldn't change for myself, then at least change for your kids, change for your son or your daughter. So, but apparently not even that is enough to change Jeff.
Bring your dad to school. What's your dad? A drunk?
Right. The only thing I will add is that Jeff had no business doing a ladder match to begin with. When I heard that they were going to do the ladder match, I was like, TK, what the fuck? And Jeff has been hurting for years now. I don't know why, for whatever reason, more fans are just starting to notice it. Like Jeff has been hurt. We talked about this, man. We talked about this already. He's been hurting for years.
he's been hurt ever since he caught Bully Ray with that spot. With the Survivor Series it was.
Mm-hmm.
It was
see,
Survivor
We've been talking.
right? With that the triple tag team TLC shit.
Oh,
Yeah,
with the
we
you're talking about with Survivor Series with the Dudleys with Jeff versus
Right.
3 minute
What
warning.
is that?
Yeah.
Is that spot where Jeff Hardy caught this dude Bubba with the Swanton bomb through the table. He caught him with that shit from on top of the stage, I think it was, on top of the entrance. Yeah, I remember. I know that's like a highlight. I know y'all remember that.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
But
think ever since then his shit was fucked. Like his spine
Yeah.
was fucked ever since then.
We've been talking about this on your show several times. Like, if you've been watching Jeff for any period of time, like you can see the changes. Like when he does the whisper in the wind, where he goes, like he used to do that flawlessly, but now when he does it, it takes him like 5 to 10 seconds just to get up there, and then the opponent has to stand there and take the move. And then the swanton, like he used to do it where the back of his neck would hit your stomach, and then basically his back would hit the mat full force.
Yeah, it was more
now
grace.
when he does it,
way more grace. Now it was just a front tuck.
right? Because his back can't take it. And then when he was with WWE, because a lot of people, they need to just really, the thing about it is a lot of fans, they don't pay attention and they just blame AEW for everything. If you actually did your homework and paid attention, Jeff Hardy had said, like, this was back when he was with WWE, he had stopped doing the swanton at live events and was saving it for like TV because his back was just getting shot.
Yeah, what he
and
was
then
doing.
the other thing.
That's
And then the Just Afraid, like he doesn't do the full rotation to the twist anymore. It looks more like a stunner because he used to like put his full body into it, and he can't do that anymore either. And then the other thing that Jeff does, like when he was first getting his big push, like in the late 2000s, like 08, 09, that was when he started experimenting with the face paint, like Sting. But he would only do the face paint for like the big matches. He would still wrestle like, without the face paint. But like I said, the past like 5-6 years, he wrestles in face paint like every match. And some people are like, oh, well, he's just being artistic. No, he wrestles in face paint because anyone that's watching pro wrestling for a long time, you figure out when you wear face paint, it's a lot easier to hide pain. It's easier to hide your facial expressions. That's why Sting still looks great because you can't tell because he's got face paint every week. I mean, Sting's still he's in great shape for his age, but you can't tell if he's in pain. You can't tell when someone wears face paint, it's harder to read their facial expressions, not just in wrestling, but in general. So
you already know that spot that Sting did when he jumped off the balcony on Homie. Who was it?
Right.
Ego. That my dude Ego on them 3 tables. That shit took like 3 extra years off his career.
And you haven't seen him since because he's
taking
a break.
Like 1 table per career, like because it was 3 tables. Right?
So the reason I was bringing all that up was that Jeff didn't need to be in a ladder match. So and again, I'm not defending Jeff for what he did. There's no fucking excuse.
You make a valid point because here's the thing, right? And this is what makes MJF argument valid also because Tony Khan being a mark, like he's the one that gave the okay to that match. And he's thinking this is like 1999 Hardy Boys and shit. Like, would any money bet? I would put money on this shit. Any money bet the closing of that match was gonna be this dude Jeff Hardy doing a crazy spot from up the top of the ladder. I put money on that. Any money bet Tony Khan probably booked that. I would not be surprised if he booked that shit.
Yeah, but the reason why I was bringing it up is because it's making me wonder, did he relapse because he's in pain? Because he's already done some ladder shit. Like he did the ladder shit with Darby, which was dumb. That should not have been just a qualifier for the Owen Hart Cup. That should have been like an actual like pay-per-view match or something. And then people forget also that there was that match of the Butcher and the Blade on Dynamite where he did this swanton. Remember they were like in the lobby and he did this swanton off the table.
You know what? I hear what you're saying. I really hear what you're saying. I really do.
And then Matt also said that Jeff was concussed in that match with the Young Bucks.
Go ahead. My bad. I'm going to let you continue because I wanted to touch on that.
Right. Well, all I was saying was that there was that. So there was the Butcher and the Blade spot there was the Darby stuff, and then the match with the Young Bucks, which was good at the pay-per-view. Matt Hardy said that Jeff had suffered a concussion, which is why Jeff was off. So it's making me wonder if like his body's in pain and he just relapsed because when you drink it numbs the pain. That's because and people are gonna, well, how come he didn't drink in WWE? Well, he wasn't drinking in WWE because when he was in WWE they weren't using him. He was barely on TV. Like he would just, what was he doing? Like he was like with Drew McIntyre with some story with like what, Corbin. He wasn't doing shit. So
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, he and like the last like real important thing he did was when it was that car crash shit with Sheamus, something like that.
Yeah, that was during the pandemic. That was like 2020.
Yeah, that was like the least important thing he did, or the latest important thing he did in WWE when Sheamus tried to blame Jeff Hardy for who was it, Drew McIntyre again?
Yeah. It was a car crash. They used his real life issues, which was kind of tacky, but nobody gave a shit because that was when COVID was really bad. They were still, that wasn't even that was before they even did the visors. That was when they were just doing an empty arena. They didn't have anybody there. That was like April or May of 2020.
It was right around the time when the shit was about to they was about to let people back in venues. Well, you see something? What happened, Jeff the drunk?
Oh, I'm just laughing. Remember when they had like the computers with the monitors with the fans and the things, and somebody pointed out Benoit was on one of the screens.
Oh yeah.
Undertaker. They had like Undertaker on the screen, Pokemon and shit.
They had all type of shit on there.
Yeah, it was funny.
I don't keep Thunderdome to come back. I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't mind the Thunderdome coming back. I really wouldn't mind. Like, but that for like, for real long, like 6 months, I would have the Thunderdome come back. That should be a fucking pay-per-view, as a matter of fact. See, WWE is not thinking. Like, later on down the road, like next year, I will have the Thunderdome as a fucking pay-per-view. Why fucking not? Why not? They've done everything else. That's something new. And then have like a Corona or COVID-19 base type pay-per-view or something. Like, put a little, just a little shit here and there. Don't OD with the idea. But go ahead.
I was gonna say, what would have been cool? When they had like the TV monitors, like all of a sudden all the monitors went blank, and then all of a sudden like NWO shows on the screen. They played the music, NWO's on all the TV screens, and Paul Nash and Hogan come out. That would have been cool, like fucking nostalgia. Shit.
LP wanted to say something. I don't know if LP, we can hear you. I just want to let you know. Can y'all hear him?
No, his mic's off.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I had to mute the mic for a second.
Okay. We want to let you know we can hear you.
All right.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say.
Sidetrack. But you guys were talking about the whole Jeff situation where the pandemic happened, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we were talking about when this dude got framed, or Sheamus was trying to frame Jeff Hardy for that whole call crash. Who did he try? It was Drew McIntyre that he hit, right? Supposedly.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Talking
about. That was
stupid. But I was basically saying that was like the latest important storyline that he was in. Everything
and
else.
I remember like fans were complaining, saying that like WWE should do more with Jeff, and I think that it's a combination of nostalgia and people just not realizing. Like I was like,
he's a human being.
It's not 2008. It's not 2009 anymore. Like Jeff's body is shot. Like he can't do any of the crazy shit anymore. So listen, I'm not a WWE fan, but and the current economy, I'm saying fucking economy, and the way the WWE as it currently is, and present day WWE, there's really nothing else for Jeff to do but put over people. So when he was out there just losing to guys like Austin Theory and other people like that, I was like, well, what else is he supposed to do? He can't do anything else.
But they had him beat Karrion Kross. They had him beat Karrion Kross.
Oh, yeah. He beat Kross in 3 minutes. Fucking killed Kross. Yeah, I remember that.
Jesus.
That was fucking dumb.
Oh, God.
You know what's dumb? that this dude still ain't. This dude Killer Cross is still working indies. Like, why? I'm shocked he ain't come to AEW yet.
He wouldn't fit. He doesn't fit
Right
AEW,
now.
bro.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I will put Killer Cross with what's these dudes again? What's these these
Dude,
dudes
man. How about Karrion Kross and Miro as a team?
I would have Killer Cross with the House of Black.
Cross to me is in the wrong era. He would have fit in great, like during the Hogan era, like the late '80s, early '90s, and I think he would have been a nice fit during the Attitude.
He's like
era.
Barbarian Warlord. He can't what was it, Warlord back in the day? Warlord, he's ever got that guy. Forgot the
Ming
No, Warlord or Warlord or something.
Oh yeah, the Warlord guy,
the bald-headed guy with the beard.
Yo, that dude, was it Warlord or Warlock?
Warlock.
It may have been Warlock. I'm not sure.
Warlock. That's Warlord.
See, I'll tell you, like where Cross would have peaked. Cross would have been great. He would have been great, and like at the very end, like when they were transitioning from like Hogan to Warrior, like when you had like Sid Vicious back then, and like Ted DiBiase and like Jim Duggan, he would have been great then, and he would have been great in like mid '90s, like ECW. When they were doing because ECW, because he has like the hot girlfriend, he's got the tattoos, Cross does not fit mainstream.
Him and like wrestling. Mike Awesome would be like a good match. That would be a good match.
Right. Awesome. He doesn't fit WWE or AEW, because in WWE and AEW, the modern style is just fast paced, boom, 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 boom wrestling. That's what fans want, and he can't do that. He got exposed in NXT. And I'm not saying he would have been a WWE champion or anything, but the fans find him boring. I don't think he's boring, but that's the perception. He's got the cool entrance, cool music. He's got the hot girlfriend. In AEW, he wouldn't work in AEW, because AEW, look at the talent AEW has. You got Punk, Bryan, Hangman, Adam Cole, Andrade, Keith. Like all of them are like, those are guys that go out there and have like banger. I'm not a star guy, but 4-star matches. Like Cross can't do that, so he doesn't fit. He doesn't fit WWE or AEW. So the only place you can really see him are smaller places like an MLW, Impact, or like Indies or some shit. I mean, I'm a fan of his work. He's got the hitman. Like, he looks like a legit guy you wouldn't want to run into in a dark alley. But modern day fans don't care about that. They don't.
He doesn't fit. You must have quit. That's what Johnny Cochran said.
Like I said, Henry, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just working shit out. Y'all can keep talking. Go ahead. Because I'm just.
Oh yeah, that was pretty much it. The only thing I don't get is that fans don't like him, but then there's other guys that have similar looks, but fans like them. Like for me personally, I don't see a difference between Cross and Miro. They're both monsters who just kill you, but people say Cross is boring, but they say they like Miro. It's like, why?
Miro's a little bit more athletic, I think, I don't know.
Yeah, and then not only that, he could definitely cut a promo.
Yeah, he cut a good promo. God or whatever. Yeah.
Those Redeemer. Those what those Redeemer promos remind me of? That should remind me a little bit of the God of War.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I think that's what he was going for.
Yeah.
But going back to Jeff, when they announced that ladder match, look at Jeff's face. He's like, oh, fuck, here we go again. It's like, Jesus Christ. Sometimes I actually think Jeff wants to do a move where he says, let me be paralyzed. Let me be in a wheelchair. I'm sick and tired of this shit, Like, damn.
He admitted too.
Man, he was like shit.
He had also said too that he had took Matt for granted. When the whole broken thing was like, really over, he didn't really appreciate it for what it was, because usually it was always Jeff that was the star, and Matt was like playing backup. But when Matt was doing the broken shit, Matt was the star and Jeff was doing backup. So during the broken shit, Matt did all the crazy stuff, and all Jeff had to do was just say, "Brother Nero," that was it, and it was over. So it was a nice break on his body, and he didn't really appreciate it. He admitted that in the interview. So,
and the other thing too is that this dude Matt Hardy, it's like he sees the writing on the wall when they came to the whole, flippity hoodah, top rope type of high flying maneuvers. That's why he recreated himself. First, he tried to do the whole money match shit. I ain't gonna lie, I like Money Matt. Money Matt was pretty good, but that he upgraded to Broken. And I remember, I swear to God, I remember like it was yesterday. Everybody was shitting on Broken Matt. Everybody. Everybody, oh, this is goofy, this is silly. I was like the only one. I swear to God, I put this shit on my motherfucking eyes. I was the only one that was jacking that shit. When
Didn't you make like a reaction video? Remember that TMZ video when Hardy came out with that goofy look on his face and you were laughing your ass off? Like this fucking
when he won me over.
That was even before then. Because remember, especially when they came to the what's that, the final deletion, the final deletion, that deletion shit was sick.
When he won me over was when Punk was when right before Punk, because the Broken shit happened around the same time Punk was doing the MMA shit, and then he was broken and he was in character. He didn't break character, and TMZ interviewed Broken.
I remember that shit.
Yeah, and they said, "What do you think Punk's chances are in the UFC?" And then Matt was like, "There's a very good chance Punk will be deleted." delete. That shit was fucking hilarious. So
I used to laugh when he said Mr. Mick Mahan. Mr. Mick Mahan.
And it
was great though.
Damn. He always had like different phrases or different ways to say other people's names.
Yep. Oh, he gave people the nickname. Like he called the Young Bucks the Bucks of Youth. He called Triple H. He called Triple H the man with 3 H's.
The man with 3 H's.
That shit was awesome.
He called Kenny. Awesome. He called Kenny Terminator fanboy. That's what he called him. So, but yeah, it was over and it was funny. And
I'm telling you, I remember when this shit wasn't over. When he first started doing that shit, everybody was shitting on it. And then I forgot what made motherfuckers jump on the bandwagon.
It got hot.
Yeah, because especially when he came up with what was the first deletion though, that match? It was a final deletion or total deletion. I forgot what it was. The very first shit was Matt and Jeff.
Yeah, it was final deletion, and then what happened was he threw Jeff into the lake of reincarnation, and then Jeff came out, Brother Nero. And so then they started like, what did he call it? Oh, yeah, the Expedition of Gold or something like that, where they went to all these promotions and won the tag titles. And
they was going through space and time and shit. That was a storyline. They was having fun. It was creative. Motherfuckers don't be doing shit like that no more. That's the thing. Is like people forgot. Like wrestling is supposed to be somewhat doofy too. A little goofy shit here and there, just not when it's insulting your intelligence. It's not all about this dude could kick high or he could flip high and he could throw in a duke in and all sorts of stupid shit. That's cool. That's cool. I'm all for good ring action. But who the fuck are you as a person, as a character? Let me get invested. All right, like with me, y'all see me when I do my music and all that. Motherfuckers know I'm the silverback of rap. You know what I'm saying? I'm the fucking aggressor when it comes to this rap shit. I'm an ape. I smack buildings, all that. You know what I'm saying? I have a character. These other motherfuckers will be like, "Oh, what's your name? Oh, my name is Maximilian Suzuki." Okay, what do you do? Oh, I know how to spin. I know how to do a spin kick, and my hair is long. The fuck out of here, man! Like, everybody's the same, and that's what I was talking about with the whole Forbidden Door shit. These dudes is doing a terrible job trying to build that fucking pay-per-view. They really are.
Well, they couldn't build it yet, bro, because Dominion had to finish.
Yeah, Dominion. Yeah,
so
the build's really now.
They couldn't set up a card until that show finished. So
Yeah,
But isn't that shit in like what 2 weeks?
2 weeks now. Yeah, less than 2 weeks.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, what the fuck? They should have been doing this from before. Like when they
But you
came.
don't really need a bill. It's gonna sell no matter what. Look
yes,
how fast the
yes.
tickets sold. You know,
That's the problem. Here's the problem. They only catering to those diehards.
Well, you don't build any crossover show, not just in wrestling, but in general. Anytime you have a crossover, you don't have to build it.
you don't have to build.
You know?
They're gonna tune in.
It's kind of like, I know it's different. It's kind of like, what's that? I'm not really into basketball.
Well,
like
All-Star
the
game.
All-Star?
Like the All-Star game.
Yeah, the All-Star doesn't have. There's no bill for the All-Star game. It's just players of different teams playing against each other. That's really all it is.
You definitely can't say that. So it's not the same as the baseball team from Japan coming to the American League.
No, what I'm saying is that when literally your whole gimmick is one promotion versus another promotion.
No,
this is what I'm saying. No story.
They're not mainstream wrestlers. That's what I'm saying. They're mainstream like when it comes to in Japan or when it comes to out here. You know what I mean? They you got the diehards. Yeah, understand that. I'm saying this. AEW is international. It has an international TV station. They gotta make these dudes come through and make themselves noticed.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, they make their tickets. I'm talking about the Japanese motherfucker, NJPW.
Yeah, they gotta like showcase the talent, at least show highlights or matches. Or
exactly, like show them more because, like, okay, like for instance, they got their tickets. Okay, they sold their tickets. Wouldn't you want to, sell? Wouldn't that make you want to sell more and appeal to the main demographic? To make even more money, maybe I don't know, to fucking push your TV rating to at least a 1 consistently, because you will have more of a fan base.
Well, they can't really do all that because of COVID, So
yeah, there's a lot of restrictions.
I think all this.
So you mean to tell me they can only fly out only for Forbidden Door?
No, Japan is very strict, but they can't just leave in general. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm saying they can only fly
out. They come back in like 2 weeks. I think yeah. I think there's like restrictions when they fly back to Japan. They got to wait like 2 weeks or some shit like that. After they fly back.
Oh no, it's not 2 weeks, not anymore. Now it's 6 days. It's 6 days now.
Oh, it's not. So. 6 days. Okay, well, that's not bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, they should be doing like video packages like Tanahashi or whoever, Jay White, background of New Japan guys coming in. They should be doing that like on the YouTube channel.
Well, it goes back at the end of the day. It goes. What it really goes to is it goes to what MJF was talking about, and MJF is not the first person to mention that. Other fans have said it too. Is that when it comes to AEW, the fan base, not the company. To me, in my opinion, the fan base of AEW is 30, 30, 30, 10. Let me explain. 30% of the fans that watch AEW are fans that just watch all kinds of wrestling. They watch everything, right? And the other 30% are the begrudged WWE fans who are tired of the product there. They don't like it. They want something else. And they're the ones that watch. Then the other 30% are the dick lickers, the people that just hate watch stuff, and which to me has never made any sense. Why watch something you don't like, but they do it. And then the small 10% are the fans that actually followed the Elite from New Japan and then followed them to AEW. Because, the same man get whacked? You got whacked?
I know. What is Swanton on him in Kansas City?
Yeah, I know there's a heat wave, but I don't think it's in his area. So,
it was humid here yesterday. Holy crap, I was sweating. Not hot, like temperature-wise, it was like 80s. But yeah, it was humid.
Yeah, it was really hot down here earlier. It was like 102, 103.
It's 100 out here right now, B. This shit is disgusting.
Yeah.
Okay, Hold on, wait.
But yeah, what I was saying though, to the conclusion is that
Go ahead.
I was breaking down the percentage fan bases of AEW, where I said some fans are just fans that watch all wrestling. Some fans are the WWE fans that used to be WWE fans. They're tired of the product and now they're watching AEW because it's the alternative and so on and so forth. But the only reason AEW exists to begin with is because of New Japan, because of the popularity of the Elite, because of the popularity of the New Japan US expansion. And what happened was that the Elite got bigger than the brand to the point where Cody was like, yo, let's just fucking make our own promotion. And that's what happened. So the problem is that some fans know that story, know that history, but then you also have a good amount of fans that don't know. And of course, what MJF's dig was that there are a lot of people out there that pretend like they do know when they don't. so that's sort of the issue. But there he is,
there
the
we go.
Warlord.
I'm saying they look like Stone Cold's pops.
Stone Cold on roids. Yeah. Look at that beef. Yeah.
All the beef in here, pal.
Now I'm really interested in seeing what the buy rate's going to be for this Forbidden Door, because if they get around 200,000 plus, they're going to do a bigger show next year. I'm telling you that. Florida State.
They're always going to sell their tickets. That's one thing.
Yeah.
They're always going to sell their damn tickets. That's not the issue, right? The main issue is these dudes, getting over that hump when it comes to the viewership. Y'all dudes got a fucking international TV deal. Y'all got to do more than appeal to the hardcore fans. Like me, I don't know nothing about no damn NJPW. The only motherfucker I know about is Okada and the Bullet Club, and maybe a Jay White and maybe a Bull Ospreay. I don't know all these other motherfuckers.
Hey Chris, do you know the numbers on like New Japan Pro Wrestling? How many subscribers they have for the channel to watch like the shows, or no? Like subscribers? I was just wondering.
What was the question?
You know what the subscribers are for the New Japan World, the TV thing that they have? How many subscribers they have?
Oh, you mean the streaming service?
No. Yeah, their streaming service, New Japan.
No,
it's pretty high.
I don't have their exact numbers, but I know that when they did Kenny versus Jericho, or as they called it, the Alpha versus Omega, that was when they had the record-breaking New Japan subs. That was the highest subs they ever had, and that was the catalyst for All Elite Wrestling, which Tony Khan said himself.
So it could break. I think it could break 200,000 plus. Yeah, if it's still that way, I think they'll definitely break 200,000.
So it was that. It was Kenny and Jericho's match, and that pissed off. There was like legit heat that Kenny had. Not that Kenny, but there was Naito had heat because the main event was Okada Naito. But they were dubbing the show a double main event because Okada Naito was the actual main event, but then Kenny Jericho. Basically, it was like this: Naito Okada was the main event for the New Japan fans, but Kenny and Jericho was the main event for everybody else, the international fans. That was the match that everybody was talking about, and that match brought a lot of interest to New Japan because people wanted to. You had a lot of WWE fans that were like, "Oh, Chris Jericho is going to fight this Kenny Omega guy. What's the big deal about him? I keep hearing about him."
Yeah.
And so that match, along with the original All In, those two things was basically what led to AEW. But the common thing, though, is that none of it happens without New Japan. So
Naito was pissed off. So Naito was pissed off
because Naito was pissed off because he was supposed to get a main event before, but he was snubbed for it. So
he needs to call Brock Lesnar. He needs to call Lesnar and say, "Hey, you get paid? You get the check? There we go. Just get the check, baby."
Naito's hilarious. Naito had a meeting with some WWE agents. It was like 2017, 2018 or something. and they tried to poach him off, and I think Naito met them like, where do you mean? He like met them like at a Denny's or something, and he basically ate the food and left them with the bill. He dipped. So,
we got a cop down the street. Oh boy, what happened here?
uh-oh.
I don't know. Some cop to the left. Where'd it go? Oh, maybe it was down the street. Okay, the other way. I don't know. If I hear gunshots, I'm going to the basement. That's all I'm saying.
You better do your duty. Don't run.
No, I'm home. I'm day off. Finally, got a day off.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Enjoy.
They did 66 hours this week, 52 last week. Like,
I hear that shit. Get that money.
Yeah, get that money, tax man.
The only thing else I really got to add is for this Forbidden Door thing is that a lot of fans don't know how New Japan books their stuff. They do a lot of tag matches, and they do it for political reasons. And so the only really negative thing I have to say about Forbidden Door is I feel like the fans are going to disappoint themselves because I'm going on Twitter, on Facebook, and I'm seeing all these people just like fantasy booking these matches that are not going to happen. You're not going to get a pay-per-view that has like 10 matches, and like out of the 10 matches, like 8 of them are just like singles, one-on-one. Like I'm seeing people put stuff like Bryan Danielson versus Kota Ibushi, Kenny Omega versus Jay White, Adam Cole versus Okada. I'm like, bro, that's not how it's going to happen. No, when New Japan does crossover shows, it's mostly tag matches. When I mean tag matches, sometimes it's 6-man, sometimes it's 8-man, sometimes it's 10-man. And the reason they do that is because when you have any crossover, no company wants their guy to lose. You understand what I'm saying? Especially if it's a top guy, you know? Yeah. So to protect that, you do tag matches where you have a smaller guy in the match that can take the fall. Like you just saw that on Rampage. I mean, you were there, saying, man, you saw Will Ospreay, and some people were complaining, saying like, "Oh, Ospreay lost. He didn't take the pin, though. You know, that other guy did." It was like, you know, there was one of those other guys. You know,
basically, we were saying that we would rather Will Ospreay get a pin other than Trent Beretta. Right. We had to go home to Trent Beretta being the last victor of the night. Ain't nobody trying to see no bullshit. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, and I was about to talk about that shit too. Like, yo, like we were disappointed with that show. It had some shit here and there. Like I sent y'all some of the clips. Those were the best clips of the night, as y'all see. Nothing really happened. MJF didn't show up. Darby Allin was there, but he ain't do much. This dude Wardlow cut the worst promo of his career so far. What else? What else happened? This bitch, Rosa came out with the Kill Bill attire just to have a whack ass match.
I like the Statlander and Red Velvet match though. Those two were pretty hard.
That was the best of both of the shows. That and Ambrose and Kyle O'Reilly. That's what remember I was telling you, Nate? I think I was telling you, like Kyle O'Reilly, he was MVP tonight.
Yeah, people have been sleeping on Kyle for a while. He's a great wrestler.
And people still don't want to give him his props. Oh, Kyle O'Reilly, he's not a star. He's not this, he's not that. I'm like, let's really be real. Around the time when Benoit wasn't a star like that, he got pushed.
I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that because he kind of reminds me of Benoit.
Even I can admit it.
Yeah, he kind of reminds me of Benoit. Actually, he's not flashy. He's just an ass kicker, you know, very kind of in your face. You know, he gets over. No, Nate got whacked.
No love. Nate, you gotta just hit that link, Nate. You know the vibes. You gotta just hit that link. Oh, wait.
Did anything happen on Raw yesterday? I didn't watch it.
I heard a couple of things. These dudes had a match. Seth Rollins and AJ for the Money in the Bank qualifier. I know that happened. Damn, what else? Raw just man. I haven't watched Raw in years, and that's not even my fault. Not gonna lie. I would catch highlights here and there. But I heard, they sawing off the qualifiers. Did you watch Raw, Nate?
No. What the hell's going on?
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. You sound like Johnny Five from Short Circuit.
Do I?
J5.
No, I'm saying there's like an ambulance going on now.
I'm alive.
Oh. I think Michael Myers losing the neighborhood.
Everybody forgets Blank Man. I remember when J5 died in that movie. That Sandman got whacked. Everyone's getting whacked except me.
What the hell's going on?
I feel like the screen's gonna fade to black.
I was on. Fade to black. I don't know what topic I should do tomorrow. What if?
Yeah.
Hey, I was thinking what they should do is have Jimmy Uso and Jeff Hardy fight in a liquor store, like the shopping one with Austin Booker T. There we go. That's ratings. That's ratings.
Price check on a jackass.
Price check on a jackass. When the moon hits the sky like a big pizza pie. Hey, Book got milk.
Shout outs to the Warriors and the Celtics. I mean, we all know it's fixed, but don't make it so obvious. That's all I got to say.
He's going game 7. There's going to be a lot of bullshit calls against the Warriors for fouls. I'm telling you. They're going 7.
You have to leave and come back, Nate. You sound crazy.
Oh, really?
Do I?
What's up about Nate? Yeah, you got to leave him.
Oh.
Shit, this is bugging now. Like, I'm trying to...
Is there any storms in your area today, Sandman?
You got a tornado a few days ago, as a matter of fact. Yeah, a tornado passed by. It wasn't too crazy.
You ever seen one? Because I used to chase those.
Nah, hell no. I'm not even trying to either. Yeah, buddy. Shit. Hold on, wait a second. I'm gonna have to really. I gotta fuck with this shit on my off when I get a little free time. Hold on, wait. Cause this shit hanging up. I got you, Nate. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second.
I got a funny story to tell about a tornado someday. I'll wait till Nate gets back on, though.
That shit hot. Okay. Oh my god. There you go, there. Nah, you still sound crazy.
Wow, it could be my internet over here.
Oh, you're good now.
It's all good. I'm gonna get going. Are we good now?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh. Okay.
Damn.
Oh. I'll listen to the show later. What am I gonna sound like? Warrior? Exit stage left. Exit stage right.
It's like, where you at right now? You good. Where you at right now?
Okay.
Yeah, you good right now. What you saying now?
Oh no, Toast said he got a story about a tornado.
Oh yeah, that's what Toph was saying.
Yeah, my story. I'll keep it brief.
It might be the Texas.
When I was in college, I had this group of friends. We used to watch anime and watch go out to movies and stuff. So there have been rumors for years there was going to be a live action Dragon Ball movie, and we knew it was going to be shit. We knew it was because anytime you try to make a video game or an anime
The
live action,
evolution bullshit, right?
right. We knew it was going to be shit. So it wasn't a question of how good is it going to be. It was more like how bad is it going to be. So we all said, okay, let's do this, right? So then a former friend of mine, he had an idea, and the idea was, let's turn this into a bet. The bet is we go to the movie, and I can't say anything. I can't laugh. I can't make any. I basically just have to no sell it. And if I make any type of emotion, if I laugh or say anything, then I gotta buy everybody drinks. And I said, okay, let's do it. And it was supposed to be like, you know, just me and like maybe three other people, but someone told someone else, and it spread like wildfire. And next thing you know how like on Facebook people can like start events and stuff like that. Somebody turned the whole bet into an event, and the event was called Toph buys us drinks. That's literally what it was called. And I was like, what the fuck? I didn't say that. And like half the student body knew about it. And I think we had at least 300 people that were going to come. And this girl that I had a crush on said that she was going to be there. So, of course, you know how it is. You know, the girl you like is going to be there. Okay, let's do it. Day came, and it was a spring day when it came out. I want to say it was April. I think. And they always say that that moms have intuitions about their children. They can tell when you're in danger or something like that. And there was bad weather like in the area, but it wasn't like in my area specifically. And mom kept telling me to I should stay in and not go out. And I just told her, it'll be all right. And she was like, no, I really think you should stay in. And I was like, no, because again, I was younger. You know how it is when you're younger and you have like this big event planned, and everyone has kind of canceled their schedule so they can be at this event, and you don't want to move it. And at the same
Right.
time, you feel like if you don't show up, people are going to think you're a bitch. So, peer pressure. So we go to the movie. I don't listen to my mom. I should have. We go and see the movie. It was a big crowd, probably about
What was the movie again?
Dragon Ball Evolution,
Dragon
the
Ball
battle.
Evolution. Yeah.
So we go to see the movie,
Oh
and
God.
it's as bad as we thought it was, and I had to no sell it. But within like 10 minutes in the movie, the screen starts like flickering, which we think is part of the movie, but it's not. And then like the intercom system goes off. I didn't even know our theater even had one, and the intercom system said that there was a tornado warning, and for us to remain calm, and that we shouldn't, leave. So it was like, oh, so of course people start panicking. Some people leave, some people stay. My mom called me, and she was like, just stay there. Don't worry, I'll come get you. So we went outside. The movie theater in my area is located like in the center of a shopping center. So it's kind of like a circle, and the movie theater is in the center, if that makes sense. When we went out, it was kind of like the time like right now. Well, it wasn't this late. It was like maybe because the movie started at like 9:30, I think. It was like maybe 10:15, 10:20. So you know how it is when you go out at night, and stores have like their lights on and stuff, like the McDonald's sign, the Burger King sign. When we went out, it was like hip hoppity. Some of the lights were on and some of the lights were off because I guess the power had been affected in some
Yeah.
areas. And I remember looking up, and even though it was nighttime, the clouds were just like really, really, really low. It was like the lowest I've ever seen them. It looks like you could like reach up and touch the cloud. That's how low
Wow.
it was. And it was also very quiet. There wasn't really like any rain or thunder or wind. It was just quiet. I mean, the kind of quiet you would get if you go to a graveyard. That kind of quiet. So kind of an
So
unsettling.
you didn't hear the wind at least?
Nah. And what I didn't understand back then is when it's that quiet, it's because the tornado was like literally right next to you. because what some people don't get is that depending on the side of where, if you get hit from the northeast portion, yeah, it's loud as fuck. But some tornadoes don't go northeast, some go southeast, and if they go southeast, you can't hear shit because that's basically the eye of the storm. Storm chasers call it the bear's cage. Essentially, when you're in a calm situation, you're in the eye of it, and by the time you realize it, it's too late. So we decided to leave, which wasn't smart. We was in an SUV. It was me and three of my friends. Two of them were arguing. They were arguing about whether or not we should have stayed. We're driving. As we're driving down the highway, it just rains cats and dogs out of nowhere. It was raining so hard you couldn't see shit. We were at a red light, and the red light was blowing, like the wind was blowing it so hard that the red light was like, it was like basically like in the sky, essentially, like you couldn't even see it. So we kept driving, and then the next thing I really remember was sort of like feeling, I guess, weightless, I suppose, like I was in the sky, I guess. Next thing I know, I'm in the back of an ambulance. So I don't remember seeing anything. I don't remember feeling anything. All I really remember was just kind of a temporary feeling of floating, I guess. It wasn't long. I'd say probably about 15 seconds. But when it happened,
that's the thing, though. Like, where did you land?
Oh, we landed in a ditch. We were in a ditch, and a car was rolled over. I didn't have a scratch on me. I was lucky. The guy who was driving, his name is Alex. He wasn't as lucky. He broke his arm. And his girlfriend had like a scar right above her left eye. And the girl that was sitting next to me, her name was Lauren. She had a broken leg. I didn't have a scratch. So nothing. I was mentally scarred, but physically I was all right. So, but I didn't see anything. So they told us what happened was we either drove right into it or it just came right on us. I mean, it doesn't really matter. The point is that we shouldn't have been out. So
there you go. It says if
good thing you're an SUV.
If someone is in the eye of the storm, it means that they are in the center of a disagreement.
Dude, did you see Bruce Willis, man? This dude's fucking Sixth Sense over here. He's dead, man. He's not alive. Hope's dead. He's a ghost. He's a ghost. Oh, shit. I was in a tornado and lived through it.
For real, man.
Right?
Fucking Bruce Willis. Man, man, that was my dude, man. My dude, McClane.
Yo, I quote like Die Hard 3 all the time. That movie. Oh my god.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Attention. Nils is dead. I repeat, Nils is dead, fuckhead. And his three pals from the German All-Star team, they're gonna be a little late.
Yo,
you guys played a lottery? You guys, yeah, my wife tells me to play. Well, I gotta get some tickets. Yeah, I got the tickets right here. And start shooting them.
Just right in the elevator, right?
Yeah, the lottery.
Fucking I probably chill.
I always laugh my ass off at the scene when you get shoot up. When you get shoot up in that tunnel with that water, I love it.
My favorite one is when Zeus saw when he saw McClane with the sign that said "I hate N-words," and he's like, "Call the cops! Someone's about to get killed."
He's going to get killed. I like the dude with the basketball. He turned around. What the fuck?
Thanks for the advice. Look at that body, pal. I didn't get that message. Maybe you should have put it on a bulletin board. Sorry, Hans, wrong guess. Would you like to go for?
Oh man, the good stuff. Yo, I always.
Your brother was an asshole.
Man, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I loved all the diehards, all of them, every single one of them.
Yeah, they're all good. They're all great.
I tell you, you got to watch Die Hard 2 on TBS with the voiceovers for the swears. Oh my god, you'll die. Yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcon. What?
I'm not the one who's got butt fucked with it.
Oh god.
Everybody the Christmas party by mistake.
Yo, do y'all think that that Family Matters and Die Hard took place in the same universe?
There's no canon explanation that says that they didn't. So
Yeah.
that's all I'm saying.
He got a transfer. He went from LA to Chicago, right? Family was Illinois, yeah.
Yeah, for all we know, maybe Carl was on a Christmas trip. Who knows?
Yeah.
Given like a special assignment for some.
Yeah, he was
Right.
picking up some he's pulling some
Cops
Axel
get
Foley
stationed
shit.
and cops get stationed in different places all the time. So
I was watching Beverly Hills Cop fucking at work last night. Johnny Wishbone.
Oh
Johnny
man,
Wishbone.
yo, Beverly Hills Cop. Oh man. I wasn't a big fan of the third one. We all know the first one.
I didn't watch the third one.
I like all of them too, and they like different for different reasons. But the first one was the best one.
to me,
Supposed to make a part 4. There's supposed to be a part 4 where his son's a cop. Holy
Hold on, wait,
Yeah.
hold on. You sound like RoboCop right now. Hold on.
Oh shit! I don't know.
Yeah, you sound better now. Now you sound better now.
see, really, what it is that
I think I was covering the microphone.
See, what it is, in my opinion, is really in the 80s and 90s, nobody ever thought of the idea of doing a crossover. It was really like, Disney were the first people to be like, oh, let's make this a thing. But like my favorite part of Collateral is not even like the movie Collateral is great, but my favorite part is like the first 2 minutes when Tom Cruise walks past the transporter dude. They like run into each other like in the airport. It's like, wait, the transporter and Collateral's in the same universe. And then we realize, wait, what if all these action?
You love that movie. I know you always talk about Collateral.
Right,
Good movie.
Well,
I like it.
Unfortunately, it's kind of like down on the scale now because of Jada's dumbass, but still a great movie. But now it's making me realize, what if all these action movies are in the same universe? Lethal Weapon, Beverly Hills Cop, what's the Chris Tucker, Jackie Chan? Rush Hour. They're all in the same universe, all of them.
Yo, you think Jackie Chan got one more Rush Hour left in him?
He'll try. Matter of fact, let me look this shit up now because there's an update on that actually.
Probably be a stoplight or something.
I remember hearing a story that Rush Hour 4 was confirmed, and it was like right before COVID, I think.
I heard about that too, as a matter of fact.
Let me look it up right now before we
Probably
go.
called Traffic Jam or something. Jackie Chan's getting up there in age.
Oh God.
Detour.
Well,
Detour out.
like, it's time for them to have proteges. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, have Jackie Chan bring some new young Chinese NJPW type fighter come through.
What they need to do.
And then hold on, and then have Chris Tucker bring DC Young Fly through. Fuck it, why not?
Yeah.
Bring
what they
DC
need to do.
Young Fly with the
They need to get Jackie Chan and Chuck Norris together, do like a Delta Force fucking Rush Hour crossover mix or some shit, Yeah.
You said right, adult of Force.
Delta
Okay,
Force.
here's what I found. In February 2018,
Put it backstage. I'm trying to see what I can do.
Backstage?
Yeah.
Oh, like a thing.
In a
Share.
private chat.
Yeah, private chat. Sure. The link.
Gotcha.
So I guess they go. I heard yesterday a White Man Can't Jump. They're gonna make a remake. It's official, but.
As a matter of fact, yeah, you put the link. Nate's right. You can just put the link in the chat, and I'll just
put the link in the chat.
Click it. So
comment section.
Everybody.
See if I can do that.
Oh man.
In the meantime, let's get back to my dude McLean.
I still think part 3 is the best one of the 3.
Agreed.
And just imagine this dude. He just wanted to come see his wife at her job, and he bumped into this crazy hostile takeover from the wizard from Harry Potter. Like the
You forgot the most important element. It's a Christmas movie.
Yeah, it's a Christmas movie. Yeah.
I'm telling that's actually a real big argument online. They're
Yeah.
trying to debate if Die Hard is a Christmas movie or not. Not only that, and Lethal Weapon. They're trying to say Lethal Weapon wasn't a Christmas movie. I'm like, it is. Like,
Yep.
the shit is taking place around Christmas time. So that means it's a Christmas movie. You don't have to have Santa coming through, jumping down the fucking chimney, bringing through milk and cookies for the shit to be a Christmas movie.
Even though like one of the trailers made it like a Christmas feel to it too, so it's like so, crazy.
Don't never even think about going up in a tall building again. It's Gary Cooper, asshole. Happy trails, Hans. Nice guess, asshole.
Happy trails. That was my other shit. That was my other famous one-liner. Yo, you know what else I liked? You ever seen The Last Boy Scout?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I love The Last Boy Scout. You say, yo, touch me again, I'll kill you.
There's a one-off that Sylvester Stallone did called Cliffhanger. I really like that one.
That's twice. Not yet. Supposed to stay in your seat until the plane reaches the terminal. No frequent flyer mileage for you. You're not such an asshole after all. I don't like to fly.
What are you doing here?
I don't like to lose either. What are you doing on the way to this plane? I got enough friends. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Please forgive me. Don't strike me. I had to play that part. I had to. Don't strike me.
I didn't hate 2. It just was 2 was weird because like
Usually 2 was good.
Usually a sequel is like better, but it wasn't.
You
But
don't
it
think
wasn't
2
as
was
good as
good?
the third one either. It's definitely the weakest of the first 3, but it's by no means a bad movie.
Yeah, still worth seeing.
I think in a way it is better though. Maybe I'm wrong.
I don't know. I like 3 the best.
Compared to me, 3 was really good. I think it really progressed.
I think
nicely
what
between 3.
I think what hurt 2 was just the setting was just kind of tame in comparison because like the first building it took place in the plaza, and then the third one was basically just him and Samuel Jackson just running all over the city. But the second one was like just in an airport. That's where they were at, right? It was just like an airport for most of the
airport
movie.
and like around the area.
Yeah, I think the setting.
Sipowicz from NYPD Blue kept fucking with him.
Right. I think it was just like the background of that, but it's still not a bad movie. I still enjoyed it, but it's not as good as the other 2. Still good though, just not as good.
I don't know. I really like. Yo, I'm telling you, I think it was better in a way. It was way more character development. They continued on with the Gennaro storyline. What was Gennaro? What was it? That was his last name, right? Gennaro. No matter of fact, that was
Something like that.
That was the wife's name. That was the
Yeah.
wife's name, Gennaro.
I really like the part. I really like the fact that they continued this shit on and they showed more of their character. It definitely continued the story without being too, I guess you could say, sentimental or cream tomato type ish. You still
one
had
of
to
the things-
show the action, and I'm not gonna lie. The whole only thing I would say was the whole this dude, the pops from Good Times turning heel out of nowhere. That shit didn't make any sense.
That was a Russo swerve for the sake of it.
That movie didn't need that at all.
Yeah. But what I do like about the Rush Hour, what I like about the Rush Hour movies, and also is one of the things I like about Collateral, and I like it about Training Day too. And you don't see this that much anymore. I miss those movies where like in the continuity of the movie, everything happens in a day or a night.
Yeah.
Just one crazy day or one crazy night. Because we've all had
right.
Yeah.
All right. So what you talking about now?
But I was just saying, I like movies where it's like in the span of the movie, it's just one day. Because we all have days like that where we just have one crazy day or one crazy night. You know, not that a movie that takes place over a period of days or weeks is not as good, because they can be good, but I love those one day, like The Breakfast Club. You know, Nate and I love that movie. That movie took place like on one afternoon.
Breakfast Club is my shit.
Right.
But before you get too far off, like I wanted to know, because I don't want Wikipedia to be hitting me like, "Oh, you're doing too much." Like, what did you want to talk about? Can you see the screen?
Rush Hour.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's up? Talk. What you talking about when it comes to the Rush Hour series? Talk to us.
When you click on Rush Hour film series, just click on where it says Rush Hour film series, and then when you click on that, you should see Rush Hour 1, 2, 3, and then there's future. Then at the very bottom, there's the update of Rush Hour 4. It's like the second to last paragraph. It starts with in February 2018. That one.
Right here, yeah, I see it,
yeah.
Hey, you know what I was thinking? Tell my buddy. Speaking of Breakfast Club, that guy William Zabka, he always played a scumbag in films. He could have played Bender in Breakfast Club if they wanted to use him.
So they was planning on bringing in Danny DeVito and Jet Li.
What?
Wow.
Danny DeVito, what is he, like 90? What is that, 80 something?
Look, that's what they said. They said in July 2009, in an interview, Ratner stated that he has been in contact with
2009. Oh, okay.
Danny DeVito and
like now, I'm like, what the hell?
Like, what the fuck they gonna do? Fight for the last dumpling in their wheelchair?
And just so we're clear, I never hated Rush Hour 3. It just wasn't. The problem with Rush Hour 3 was, see, it's weird, right? A lot of times you do like
fucking trash.
When you do trilogies, what usually happens is like one of them's good, the other one's not as good, but still good. But like Rush Hour 1 and 2 were like both good. So it's like, because they were both good, the third one had to be as good or better. And it was like, well, what are the chances you can hit lightning like 3 different times? Like, that's really hard. And they couldn't do it. So that's kind of what happened, is that Rush Hour both, because I don't have a preference between 1 and 2. They're both fucking amazing to watch. Even still, they're still fun to watch to this day. Even though they're dated in some aspects, they're still fun.
He's like, who kicked me, man? He said, me. This dude really kicked him with his ankle. All you seen was a motherfucking shoe come out of nowhere. Call him pap. Yeah, man. But you already know, Chris Tucker is definitely down to do that motherfucking movie because he got bills to pay. Yeah. Jet Li, Jackie Chan, like, yo, I don't know, man. What's the last time we seen Jackie Chan?
Last time I saw Jackie, Lowe's, this is funny. Last time I saw Jackie was in the Karate Kid reboot that flopped. With Will Smith.
Exactly. And I like that. I actually like the up-to-date Karate Kid, even though it should have been called the Kung Fu Kid.
Right. What happened was it should have just been a new movie, but they couldn't help themselves, and they wanted to put the Karate Kid association with it. Wait, Nate, as far as I know, that's not canon, right? Cobra Kai doesn't count that?
No, I don't think so.
That's a funny thing. The Cobra Kai count that, but I think it's the same motherfuckers that came up with the up-to-date Karate Kid is the same ones that does Cobra Kai.
I don't even think they're going to involve Hilary Swank in a Cobra Kai. You know, the next Karate Kid.
That would be hot though. I ain't gonna lie. They do need to figure out a way to incorporate them motherfuckers.
They might. Yeah, they might.
Hillary, what's her name? Hilary Skank.
Hilary Swank. Yeah.
I really don't need to.
But bring them motherfuckers, like, why not?
I mean, maybe it's because I was a kid. I mean, when I watched the next Karate Kid, I didn't hate it. Was it as good as the first 3? No, but it wasn't like dog shit.
Man, look, the next Karate Kid was a little weird. Why all these dudes wanted to beat that bitch up so bad? It's like, it's not that serious. She's just She's just the new kid in school, and they wanted to beat her up. And these fake ass guardian angel security guards.
I like the dude, the guy with the black hair, but he was like, "Hey Julie, meet me at the docks, Julie. Meet me at the docks." Like, he was
Word,
fucking
yo, this shit
Italian.
was weird.
Meet me at the
Yo,
docks.
oh man.
I just hope they bring in Mike Barnes for Cobra Kai because, like, the first scene when he walks in and sees LaRusso, he goes, "What do you think he's talking about, shithead?" You know, it's like LaRusso.
Yo, man, I can't wait.
I'm glad it's coming out with September, right? Cobra Kai, that's good.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
was
man.
kind of worried for a bit because, well, we'll see. I was worried about them for a bit, not the show, but Netflix isn't doing that well. But I forgot Cobra Kai is a Netflix original, so worst case scenario if Netflix
Actually,
cancels
Cobra Kai is a YouTube original. Cobra Kai.
it. Yeah, but Netflix bought it, right? Isn't that what
Yeah.
happened?
Yeah.
I think. I know it definitely plays on Netflix, but it's actually a YouTube. Remember YouTube Red?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, that was a YouTube Red original.
I bet even so, even the worst case scenario, I think we'll get in the future. They'll either come out with a movie where it'll come like on HBO Max or some shit like that in the future. They'll do something like that. They're gonna cancel the series on Netflix. They'll come out with a movie. Or something.
We gotta figure out a day where we go, because we talk about the old fashioned wrestling, right? We need a day where we talk about movies, man. We need like a movie day. You know what I'm saying? And build on that, like maybe like a Friday or something.
Friday or night, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I was saying before, I just want to take this shit to the next level. All I do is fucking work, and when I'm not working, I want to build and talk some good ass old fashioned wrestling and some movies and all that fly shit. Other than that, that's what I want to do.
I can't believe it's 40 years.
I'm a little nice right now too, so you gotta excuse me there.
Oh boy.
I'm not like Jeff Hardy though. You're not gonna see me just go outside like, yeah, let me go drive in reverse.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Jeff Hardy. I never fucking liked you. And you
I was watching a fucking Uber video yesterday with self-driving Uber car. We're gonna get like those handicap things from like Total Recall soon with the robots driving. We're gonna get that handicap.
Yeah, that's really that's really what it comes down to. Not just for celebrities, but anybody. In a world with Uber and Lyft, there's no excuse. If you're that hammered, just call an Uber. And obviously, professional wrestlers and celebrities, they have money. So you can't
even
say
a drunk ass throw his ass in a hotel for the night, throw his drunk ass in a hotel. Fuck.
And here's the other thing too, my dude. Don't you have a fucking mansion? Like, yeah, your wife may be getting on your nerves. Like, I want to get away from this bitch. Go to the fucking West Wing then.
Yeah, exactly.
The fuck? Like,
where the fuck
on the other side of her house. Go to your fucking garden. You have property and shit. You like, know what? Fuck that. I'm gonna go all the way over this way. You know why he did that? I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna say what I feel. I think that nigga he got caught slipping, fucking his side bitch. That motherfucker came from one of them ring rats' house, stumbling. Because why else? You know what I'm saying? I just don't understand. It doesn't make any sense.
Well, the only thing else I really have to add is that I'm just happy that the company, like AEW as a company, I'm just happy they're doing something and they made a statement. Because even though it's been a couple of months, I'm still pissed off at how they handled the Uso shit WWE did. Like, they did nothing. They just treated it like it didn't happen. Not only that, they fucking got a push after he got the titles. Not long. All they did was just made a joke about it, and that's it. Because this history is actually
other shit too. Yo, JD, yo. Somebody let JD know I'm watching him, yo, because that motherfucker, he funny. He funny when it comes to AEW. He likes to gloss over a lot of shit. like he's really a fanboy when it comes to AEW. Cause you know he will say, "Oh, he calls AEW a Tony Khan out for their fuck shit." Yeah, you do. You gloss over it for like what 5 seconds, and then you just go back to your fanboy shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, reason why I bring that shit up is that with the whole shit with this dude Jeff Hardy, and he tried to basically say in passing like, "Oh, Tony Khan don't have nothing to do with that. Jeff Hardy's a grown ass man." Like, what the fuck are you talking about, my dude? Give him for Tony Khan's cock.
Mm.
You damn right Tony Khan got to do or say something about that shit. Like, my dude, like, that dude, like, that dude, JD, I'm watching you, JD. I'm about to start coming for your fucking head. You definitely can't match when it comes to wrestling wits.
JD, you got to know him. He's just trying to anchor himself for a spot for a job in the future with AEW. He doesn't want to do this YouTube shit forever, you know. That's all he's trying to do.
I feel him on that. It's like, yo, my dude, like, come on, B. The fuck out of here.
He has passion for wrestling, which I like. But if you disagree with him, he'll block you. That's what I hate about him. If you just disagree with him, he'll block you.
I've already talked about JD here. My issue with him is that, like, you have a voice and you have a platform, for better or worse. You know, he's a YouTuber. He's got a Twitter. He's got a blue check mark. So a lot of people, look up to him and subscribe to him. And my issue with him is that he doesn't give a fuck about the WWE. He clearly doesn't like the product. Yet, despite that, forces himself to review it on a regular basis. And so, as a professional wrestling fan, my thing is, well, why not use that passion and enthusiasm to cover shit you do like? Why not do an Impact Wrestling review, do an MLW review, do an NWA Power review? No. He'll just keep talking about WWE because that's what gets the clicks, because that's what he wants. It's just all about the paycheck.
Yeah,
like
people like brands. I like when these passes out too. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, 85% of the time he does make a point. He does. I give him that. But it's that fucking that 15%. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, my dude. He gloss, especially when it comes to AEW, he gloss over a lot of shit. Like, he was like, oh yeah, you fucked up. But look at this dude right here. Going in. Yo, this dude he's the greatest wrestler. Everybody's the greatest wrestler to him when it comes to ring work. Adam Cole is one of the best. FTR is one of the best. Dolph Ziggler is one of the best. Like,
and you know what's weird too? What's weird is, and this is coming from someone who doesn't even follow sports like that. What's weird is you can go on social media and you can see like basketball fans like get into like heated debates about LeBron and Michael Jordan. You can go on like NFL threads and Major League Baseball threads and golf threads and hockey threads, and you'll see people just getting into like heated debates, but it's always respectful, and no one ever blocks anybody over a different sports opinion. But you go on a wrestling timeline and you can say, oh, well, I think that Jinder Mahal was a great WWE champion. And then someone can say, well, I don't think Jinder was a good WWE champion. And then you just get blocked. Not because you called pussy or because you called them out. Like, it's like wrestling fans are like, they're really, really sensitive. Like, they don't take criticism that well. And that's one of the reasons why I feel like, I hate to say it, but I feel like that's one of the reasons why pro wrestling as a whole, it can't be big like it was in the 90s and shit. Because, like, it's the fans today, not like the fans and people in the business too. Like, they all got like very thin skin. They can't take any kind of criticism, like, at all. You know, like there's stories like you can read like Jericho's book, Austin's book. There's stories of like celebrities like Mike Tyson and Arnold Schwarzenegger, like back in WCW and WWF, where a celebrity would be there and they would just give an idea, be like, oh, hey, instead of doing this, why not do that? Like, to those that don't know, the push shove between Austin and Tyson on Monday Night Raw, that was Tyson's idea. What was supposed to happen was Austin was supposed to interrupt. Security was going to interrupt them, and that was it. But then Tyson was like, "Oh no, you should push me," and Austin was like, "Really?" And then Tyson was like, "Well, you're supposed to be the, because Jim Ross would call him the toughest son of a bitch in Texas, right? So you should push me." And Tyson's like, "You push me, and I'll push you back." And Austin was like, "Okay." Like, that wasn't Vince, that wasn't Austin, that was Tyson, that was his idea, and they went with it because they were so accepting to taking criticism back then. But like, if you did that now, if a celebrity was to show up now, if they'd be like, "Oh, actually, Roman, instead of doing this, you should do that," they would just like say, "We're not going to invite you over here again." They don't take criticism at all. It's like, you can't tell them shit. I'm getting off topic, but the point I'm trying to make is that
I'm listening.
But yeah, but I agree.
Look at Kevin Nash. He was sensitive. He blocked me on fucking Twitter because he congratulated David Letterman on retirement for his show, and he said, "What'd you do? Pull your quad watching it?" And he blocked me. What an ass! Look at Nash.
Yeah, I remember when the pandemic first started, and ESPN, what was it, the Last Dance, the thing they did for Michael Jordan, the Bulls.
Yeah.
Last championship. Yeah, I watched that. That was very fascinating to watch.
Good shit.
And I remember when it was over, all that did was it just sparked the LeBron Jordan debates even more. And so sometimes out of curiosity, I'll just go on Twitter, like, especially like after a game is over, I'll go on Twitter and I'll just read opinions of like what people are saying. And like, yeah, like they get into intense, passionate debates, but I never hear anyone like insulting someone else over a different opinion in sports or blocking someone else over a different opinion in sports. But you see it all the time in wrestling, from wrestlers, fans, and like YouTubers, streamers. Like, wrestling fans are pussies, man. Like, they're pussies, bro. They can't take it.
Yeah, no, yeah.
But anyways, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna shut it down.
Yeah, my battery's almost dead.
Yeah, we almost put in 2 hours. I appreciate that. You dudes is awesome. I don't know what the hell this dude LP went, but it is what it is. Shouts go out to him for joining us.
Samoa Joe choked him out.
Oh man, put him in the damn van.
Put him in the van with the ninjas.
Anyways, you know what? This coming Friday or whatever. Matter of fact, you doing the what if Wednesday tomorrow, Nate?
Maybe, I don't know. I'll decide. I'll try to think of something to do.
Because I don't got to work tomorrow, so
okay. Yeah, if you come up with a topic, oh yeah, send me something.
All right,
yeah,
cool.
I'll try to think of something.
I think it's something I'll send to you that
Before we go, if you do something on Friday, I just want to go ahead and give a reference because I always talk about giving some love to other companies. I didn't realize Impact's got Slammiversary.
No, what I want to do, I don't want to have you keep going. What I want to do on Friday, I want to talk about some fucking movies and shit. I just want to switch it up real quick. Let's talk about movies. You know what I mean? Like we was talking about not so long ago. Like maybe some Fridays we could talk about like movies. Like when it comes to certain topics, like the greatest '90s action hero or the best explosions, the best gunfights, the best action scenes when it comes to movies. I want to do shit like that. You know what I mean? When it comes to Fridays.
It'd be a good debate. It would be Lethal Weapon versus Die Hard. That'd be a good debate. Wow. Those movies.
That's what I'm saying. Like, because we all love movies too. Like, I want to do that too. It's called a council roundtable. You know what I mean? For a reason. We're not only going to talk about wrestling. It's a roundtable. We're going to talk about all types of different shit. Anyways, I'm gonna let y'all go. Thanks for joining, and that's it. Beat it, ya bums. I'll holla.